Dust and blood mix in the Afghan valley. 8 Navy SEALs pinned behind a rock formation. 300 Taliban fighters closing in. Air support 20 minutes out. Ammunition running low. Team leader Marcus Rodriguez keys his radio one last time. Any station. This is Trident 6. Troops in contact. Danger close. We're black on ammo. Static. Then a voice nobody expects. Trident 6. This is Ugly 47. I have your position. 60 seconds. Ugly 47 isn't on any flight schedule. Shouldn't be in this airspace. The voice is female. Calm. Like ordering coffee instead of preparing to dive into hell. Rodriguez's radio man shouts over gunfire. Who the hell is Ugly 47? The answer comes in the form of a sound. The beautiful, terrifying sound of Go-8 Avenger cannon spinning up. An A-10 Thunderbolt breaks through the clouds, lower than regulations allow, faster than the airframe should handle. The pilot threading between mountains like the aircraft weighs nothing. Trident 6, mark your position with red smoke. Rodriguez pops smoke. The Taliban forces are just 50 meters away. Danger close doesn't describe it. This is suicide close. The A-10 rolls inverted, dives. The pilot fires. The sound of deliverance. 30mm depleted uranium rounds drawing a line of death precisely 40 meters from the SEALs. The attacking force evaporates, not retreating, ceasing to exist. The A-10 pulls up, barely missing the valley wall. Impossible angle, impossible G-forces. Trident 6, northern approach cleared. But you've got technical vehicles approaching from the south. Stand by. The Warthog circles back, this time even lower. Rodriguez can see the pilot through the canopy. Blonde hair under the helmet. Focused expression. No fear despite flying into a wall of RPG fire. 3 technical vehicles with mounted weapons race toward the SEAL's position. The A-10 aligns, fires. The vehicles disappear in clouds of metal and fire. But the aircraft takes hits. Smoke trailing from the left engine. Hydraulic fluid streaming from the wing. Ugly 47, you're hit. Evacuate. Negative. Trident. You've got foot mobiles in the eastern ravine. 60 plus. They'll flank you in 3 minutes. Your aircraft is damaged. Still flies. The A-10 limps around for another run. Half the control surface is not responding. One engine failing. Any other pilot would have ejected. She dives again. The cannon speaks. The eastern ravine becomes a graveyard. But more hits. The canopy spiders with cracks. The right engine flames out. Ugly 47. Eject. Eject. Negative. You've got mortars setting up on the western ridge. Grid 372. If they get operational, you're done. Rodriguez watches in disbelief as the dying A-10 makes one final run. No engines now. Gliding. The pilot using momentum and gravity alone. She pickles off her remaining ordnance. 2 500-pound bombs. The western ridge disappears. The A-10 is done. No power. No altitude. No options. Trident 6. Path to extraction is clear. Helicopters inbound. 2 minutes. What about you? I'm going to park this thing. Where? Somewhere flat. The A-10 disappears behind a hill. The sound of impact. Metal on rock. Then silence. Rodriguez and his team reach the crash site 40 minutes later. The A-10 is destroyed. Fuselage cracked in half. Wings torn off. The cockpit is empty. Blood on the seat. Bent metal where someone forced their way out. Footprints leading away into the mountains. Search pattern. Find that pilot. They search for 6 hours. Nothing. Like she vanished into the Afghan dust. 3 days later, Rodriguez is at Bagram Air Base for debrief. He's describing the rescue to Colonel Harrison when a mechanic working on an F-16 nearby drops a wrench. Rodriguez glances over, freezes. The mechanic, blonde hair in a ponytail, same height, same build. She's favoring her left leg, dried blood on her collar she missed cleaning. Their eyes meet. She gives the slightest shake of her head. Keep quiet. Rodriguez turns back to Harrison, finishes his debrief, doesn't mention the mechanic. That night, he finds her in Hangar 7, alone, working on an A-10's cannon. You're Ugly 47. She doesn't look up. Never heard of her. You saved 8 lives. Someone saved 8 lives. Pilot's probably dead in those mountains. Rodriguez sees the flight suit in her tool bag, the name tape removed but blood stains matching the cockpit pattern. Who are you? Now she looks up. Rodriguez sees her eyes. Tired, haunted, old beyond years. Captain Ashley Chen. Was. Until I died 2 years ago. Died? Syria. 2022, entire squadron ambushed on the ground. Coordinated attack, someone leaked our position. 15 pilots killed, but you survived. Officially, number. Ashley Chen burned with her aircraft. Closed casket, Arlington Cemetery. Full honors. She returns to working on the cannon. Rodriguez notices her hands. Steady despite everything. Why stay dead? Because someone in our command structure is selling flight schedules to enemies. 5 squadrons hit in 18 months. Always perfect timing. Always maximum casualties. So you hunt them. I protect pilots, from shadows, from aircraft that aren't supposed to be flying, with call signs that don't exist. Rodriguez processes this. How many times? Yours was number 14. 14 unauthorized combat rescues? 15, actually. But one didn't make it. She sets down her tools, shows him a notebook, dates, coordinates, aircraft tail numbers. A pattern emerges. Every ambush uses the same frequency for coordination. Someone's broadcasting our positions on encrypted channels. I've been tracking it. Who? 3 days. I'll know in 3 days. Rodriguez watches her work, realizes she's not fixing the A-10. She's modifying it, removing tracking systems, adding equipment that shouldn't exist. You're going back out. Tomorrow. Marine convoy going to hit an AID field that isn't supposed to be there. How do you know? Because I've been listening. Always listening. 3 days later. Rodriguez gets word. A General Bagram arrested for treason. Selling information to Taliban forces. The evidence. Recordings from an A-10's black box that was supposedly destroyed in a crash. Ashley Chen vanishes that same day. No resignation, no trace. Like smoke and wind. 6 months pass. Rodriguez is back in Afghanistan. Different mission. His team gets ambushed, pinned down. No air support available. Then he hears it. That beautiful sound. An A-10 appears from nowhere. No call sign. No identification. But Rodriguez knows. The attack run is perfect, surgical. The enemy destroyed. The A-10 waggling its wings once before disappearing into clouds. Rodriguez keys his radio. Thanks. Ugly 47. Static. Then, barely audible. Never heard of her. Somewhere in the skies over Afghanistan, Ashley Chen continues her vigil. The pilot who died but never landed, flying aircraft that don't exist on missions that never happened, protecting those who protect America. One impossible gun run at a time.